Hey everybody. You know, ever since I seen the trailer about James Gunn's idea of doing the animated series of the Creature Commando, hang on a sec. Doing the animated series of the Creature Commando, I started reading the graphic novel of the Creature Commando, which is my favorite. I really love the story of a group of monsters who are soldiers who battled against the Germans during World War II. And of course, in the modern, they become part of an agency, and any Lovecraftian monsters decide to show up to create havoc and problems in the world. Now, I did the review of the Creature Commanders years ago. It's going to pop up at the end of my review. And also another one where I did the multi-cast idea, like who I think would be perfect to play which character. But I've read the comics. They're nothing like the ones from the James Gunn's going to make, and I'm going to tell you about my thoughts as a Creature Commando fan, my thoughts about this whole idea. Now, in the James Gunn animated version, now, it may have some perks that I probably would like, and I also heard that after they're done making an animation, some of the characters from the animation is going to show in live action. And of course, how it's all going to start, it's going to start with, please excuse the wind going on. We're having a huge, strong wind weather going on here. Anyway, first it's going to start out, it's going to happen with a princess, goes by the name of Princess Elena Rosovic, voiced by Maria Bakalova. And for those of you who don't know who she is, she's the one who did the voice of, she does the voice of that dog from Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmo. And she gets kidnapped by an evil sorceress who is actually Wonder Woman's arch nemesis, and she is based from the Greek mythology, Circe the Sorceress, voiced by Anya Kolovra. Gee, Circe the Sorceress kidnaps a princess? Gee, one thing I heard about Circe the Sorceress, she shells to the seashore for 60 cents. Seriously. I love doing tongue ties. But anyway, after this princess getting kidnapped by Circe the Sorceress, all of a sudden, Amanda Waller, oh god. Like I said, folks, I really effing hate Amanda Waller. And of course, she is voiced by the same actress who played Amanda Waller on that second first and second Suicide Squad. Viola Davis. Okay, I think I'm going to explain to you guys how I feel about Amanda Waller, and I'm not going to say it by words. I'm going to say it by song. And I know I'm taking one of the songs from South Park. Well, Amanda Waller's a bitch. She's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world. Always a bitch, and snobby is a bitch, and she's just a male biatch. I really mean it. Amanda Waller is a big, fat, stupid bitch. Big, fat, stupid bitch, Amanda Waller. Yeah! I just want to get that out of my chest. But anyway, Amanda Waller, she contacts Rick Flag Sr. And I know what you're thinking. Why Rick Flag Sr.? What about Junior? Well, Junior died in the second Suicide Squad movie by Peacemaker. So, pretty much, Amanda Waller had to contact Rick Flag's father, who is played by Frank Grillo. And for those of you who don't know who he is, he was in those Captain America movies playing a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent who turned out to be a Hydra agent. And also became Agent X until he gets killed off on Civil War. And Amanda Waller wants Rick Flag Sr. to assemble a group of monsters. Now, here's the monsters that's going to be in this group. First, it's going to be Dr. Phosphorus. Now, one thing I know about Dr. Phosphorus, I thought he was just a Batman Beyond villain, but it turns out he also appeared in the DC Comics back in the 60s and 70s. Well, not 60s, but 70s and 80s. So this is a modern version of Dr. Phosphorus, who is voiced by Alan Tudyk. And, of course, we have Weasel, the same Weasel from the second Suicide Squad, who accidentally drowned until he survived. I guess they finally grabbed him back. And another character who goes by the name of Nina Mezricki. Nina Mezricki, she is voiced by Zoe Chu. Zoe Chu. Now, one thing I know about Nina, she's the creature of the Black Lagoon-like character. She's the kind of creature who only lives on fresh water, and she cannot go anywhere, so she always had to have this jar full of fresh water for her to breathe while she goes on her mission. And she also, she's really close to another character, who's also voiced by Sean Gunn, along with Weasel, is G.I. Robot. A robot soldier who battled against the Germans during World War II, except this time, I guess he still is programmed to kill the Germans, so he was detained because he doesn't realize the war is over. There's no more Germans for him to kill. So now they start using him as one of the members. And of course we have the Bride. And the Bride is voiced by Indria Verma. Now, one thing I know about the Bride, she's the Bride of Frankenstein. But of course the difference in this animated series, in the comic book she has 4 arms. But in this animated movie, she just has 2. And also, journeying along with them is her on-again, off-again husband, Frankenstein himself. And people must have listened to me all of a sudden, because my suggestion I thought would have been David Harbour, who'd be perfect to be playing Frankenstein, and they just picked my word for it. Because I knew he'll be perfect playing Frankenstein. I mean, since he did Hellboy, and also playing the sheriff in Stranger Things, I thought it was perfect for him to play Frankenstein. And for those of you who are wondering about this Frankenstein, here's the thing. He's the same monster from Mary Shelley's novel, except Frankenstein died, so he decided to keep his honor by calling himself Frankenstein. And he's like the big undead muscle of the group, and some people say he can control electricity, but he also carries a sword, which is rumored that it was given to him by Michael the Archangel. And even he has a pistol, a steampunk-looking pistol that looks like a train. And I got to saying to myself, are these the monsters they're putting in this Creature Commando? No Vincent Velcro? Or Andrew Bennett, iVampire? No Warren Griffith, the werewolf? No Medusa? And no Colorus, the mummy? I mean, they're like the original members of the group. They should have been in the animated movie. Well, series, that is. Well, at least give them cameos, for God's sakes. I mean, what I see in the group here is this. A radioactive villain, a human weasel, a sea creature, a robot, and a Frankenstein monster and his bride. And they're the only monsters in the team. No werewolf, no vampire, not even a gorgon or a mummy? What the hell? Jeez. Well, that's all I can say. Oh, one more thing I am going to tell you, folks. I have a huge announcement. If any of you remembered, in my very first review, I talked about these Superman and Bugs Bunny comics. And in my 10th anniversary, I thoroughly did a review of these comics. Well, believe it or not, folks, I'm going to do something a whole lot better with these. Because next year, it's going to be 2025. In October next year, this is going to be my 10th anniversary. Because I'm taking these comics and make an audio adaptation in it. I've asked most of my friends to do the voice of the characters, including yours truly. I got some characters for me to do. And of course, I have a newcomer who also wants to do the voice of some of the superheroes. So, pretty much, I'm going to be very busy doing this audio and have it ready for my 10th anniversary, folks. Since it's been like almost 10 years since I started my YouTube channel. And since it all got to do with crossovers, what can I say? These are my favorite crossover. Except I decided to change the title. I'm not going to call the audio adaptation Superman and Bugs Bunny. I'm going to call it Justice League and the Looney Tunes. And also, I'm going to update some of the jokes and add a few things and leaving some things out. So, I hope you guys would stay tuned for my channel for next year in October. Because this is going to be the best audio adaptation I'll be working on. And I have a lot of good people who read my script and they love it. And they decided to participate in it. So I'll be looking forward having some of my friends with their lines of their characters while I'm doing the others. So you guys stay tuned. And for those of you who likes my review or likes my thoughts about the James Gunn Creature Commando, please leave a comment down below, hit like, and subscribe for more. And sorry I didn't do one last week. I was busy at my brother's place for Thanksgiving. So, sorry I didn't warn you guys. But anyway, I'm the Multi-Voice Reviewer. I remember so I can jog your memory.